Alarming details about a fire department in Westchester County. Does a lack of firefighters put lives in danger? Good evening, I'm Christine Johnson.
And welcome back, I'm Maurice Dubois. It's a budget crunch that has professional firefighters struggling, they say, to do their job.
A city of 61,000 residents protected by a handful of first responders. CBS 2's Lou Young has the story from Mount Vernon.
The city of Mount Vernon called for help again last week. Out-of-town firefighters shouldering the load. Critics say it's literally a habit.
They don't have the proper manning to handle a second or third or fourth alarm fire. They have to call in mutual aid.
Every time?
Every time, every single time Mount Vernon sees smoke or flames, immediately they call in mutual aid.
He's the former fire commissioner in next-door Yonkers, free to speak without restrictions. He points out this fire was the 28th mutual aid call to Mount Vernon this year, contrasting with 5 times they've given help to a neighboring town. And the Mount Vernon runs tend to be more expensive because the department is so understaffed.
Each one of those persons that was sent over to Mount Vernon was on overtime, paid for by the citizens of Yonkers. We sent them over to Mount Vernon for over 6 hours, and Mount Vernon didn't expend any of their own money on overtime for their firefighters.
Of 37 firefighters at the scene, only 17 were from Mount Vernon. That's their whole on-duty shift. Yonkers and Pelham Manor crews worked the fire, while White Plains and Greenburgh covered the rest of the city.
We should have had at least 35 fighters of our own and maybe 15 to 17 from other cities, working them in and out to get them back to their cities, not holding them here to supplement our manning.
A lot of it has to do with overtime budgets. Cash-strapped Mount Vernon barely has one for firefighters, but surrounding communities spend millions and end up spending some of that right here.
Why should my tax dollars be going to Mount Vernon, to pay Mount Vernon?
No one faults Mount Vernon's firefighters, but do blame the city government that sets the budget and the staffing levels. The fire commissioner admits he's running light.
Is 17 firefighters enough for the city?
Well, not that 20 is not enough. 30 is not enough. But it's what you have is what you have to work with. Put it this way. If you have a half a team, can you do what that full team is going to do?
Voters here go to the polls to elect a mayor and 2 of 5 city council members next week. We're in Mount Vernon, Westchester County. Lou Young, CBS 2 News.
Now, critics say that Mount Vernon's approved overtime budget of $100,000 is unrealistic for any urban fire department. Yonkers is 3 times Mount Vernon's size, but has already spent $8 million to cover emergencies, including the out-of-town mutual aid calls.